and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the September 2020 reads, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction of how this is going to run for September. The setting I have here for September is based on the film Pan's Labyrinth, and I wanted to go along the readings with the labyrinth effect because I feel as though we do sort of live our lives in a labyrinth, a maze basically, where we can take the wrong turn, we come to dead ends, we meet people as well along the way, and I just wanted to go on this theme for the readings for September 2020. Now, if you've never seen the film Pan's Labyrinth and you're into mystical, magical fairies and all, just anything magical really, mythical, then it is worth a watch. It was actually filmed in Spanish, but obviously it has got subtitles on for whatever country you're in. But it was just one of these films. I think it was done quite a while ago, in 2006. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure it was around 2006 when it was originally filmed. But it's not the film with David Bowie in, because I get a lot of people say, oh, I've seen that film, and I go, and when they start mentioning David Bowie, which was just The Labyrinth, I think that was called, this isn't that. Okay, this isn't that. It's based on the mythology of Pan's, this person here. Okay, and through the decades, people have looked at Pan's as being a positive sort of figure and a negative figure. Okay, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of that because obviously you can do your own study on the internet regarding that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this month. So I hope you will enjoy this portrayal of your own labyrinth in my lovely readings for September 2020. I'm now going to be reading for my lovely Scorpios. So my lovely Scorpio, I'm just going to move your card out the way a second while I bring in. The first three cards are the energies that you are coming out at the end of August, because I wasn't well enough to do the weekly reads at the end of August, and I wanted to bring in the three cards that I did say for you and bring them into this reading. So it's as though it's going to be showing you the energies that you are coming out of at the very end of August. So we had peace, okay, we had perfection, and we had the buffalo animal spirit of the alchemical sign of Earth. So Scorpio, the first card that comes out for you in the energies that were coming out at the end of August was the peace card. And it was as though you needed some time out for yourself, to ground yourself and to find that inner peace. In the position of the challenge, it was perfection, and it was to say sometimes you don't have to be perfect and get everything right, Scorpio. And I know it's a trait of your energies where sometimes you'll sit there and think, you know, I might as well do the job myself. You find it very difficult to delegate. You find it very difficult to allow other people to do things for you, because you know, you're the type of person who'll think, I'll have that done. Okay, I'll have that done. You know, and it's saying, look, going into out of August into September, just know that you haven't got to be this perfectionist all the time. Let go of the reins a little bit and let other people have the responsibilities, because by doing that, by trusting and allowing other people to take on responsibilities for you, it will allow you a little bit more time for you to channel in your energies in what you wish to do. I feel, because the Scorpios, they always like put other people in front of them most of the time, and therefore their time gets eaten up and swallowed up by other activities and other people's responsibilities. Okay, but it's saying as you go into September, this is the energies that you need to be concentrating on, and it's the inner peace. The buffalo, it's a very solid, strong animal, and it goes the distance. And this is what I was picking up with here. As you go into September, there's an issue where you are going the distance. Okay, we've got the thunderstorm and lightning here, but it's like I want to say that's an energy that you are coming out of. But also I want to say that it's as though this month in September the penny drops about something, okay? It's either you've been researching something or trying to find out some information, and at last it's like that eureka moment. Yes, I've got that piece of information I need. Yes, I've found the evidence I need to send that off to get this sorted. It's as though it's a nugget of information that makes you do that eureka moment. You know, wow, I've been looking for this, I've been searching for this, this is the information that I needed, and it's that kind of a vibe. So I'm just going to move these two out the way, Scorpio. I want to keep the inner peace card there because I feel like this is the energy that may be flowing into the reading for you for September. So the next card that comes out is the first card on your path into the maze, okay? And the card is the Afterglow, land gracefully. And I wanted to say here, you need to get your 2 feet back on the ground. For some of you, it's as though you've been heading the clouds. It may be that this is to do with a romantic issue where you could have had somebody made your head turn recently, and it's as though you've been away with the fairies, thinking all sorts, if this could happen, that could happen, one thing or another. But I just want to say, on the general, if it's not romantic, then it's saying the afterglow here is, after all the hard work, you can land gracefully. After all the trials and tribulations and all the paperwork and everything else that you may have been tied into, all the legalities, all the nitty gritty, the mundane, everything that you've been I want to say battling, Scorps, okay, because I'm with the warriors here. I'm with the warriors here, and it's saying you've come to the maze, you've come to a turning, a new pathway that you can see in front of you, and it's like to say, wow, you can land gracefully because I feel now you'll be going in the right direction. Whereas we had all this thunder and lightning in the buffalo energy of the animal spirit, you are stepping ahead into a new clearing. Because if you look at this card, we've got all the dark here and the emotional and all the dark colouring, and above we've got all the brighter lights here, and it's just saying you are being moved out of the dark energy and being brought into the lighter aspects. So you will land gracefully. Okay, so let's have a look what follows that card, and we have the journey. Okay, the journey card. But when I look at this, it's a dark path to a light path, the dark to the light. And this is what I was saying, you've been in this labyrinth, but I feel you've been walking this dark path, and it's like you've come out, okay, and it's like a realisation. You turn a corner and you're thinking, wow, I've made it, I've come to the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel on an issue. And now you start to walk in the direction of the lighter path. But with Scorpios, okay, depending on the situation, the way you feel at the time, you can dip into these paths, light and dark. You are comfortable in being in the darkness because you put yourself there, okay? Willingly, you will put yourself there, because sometimes Scorpios have to deal with their demons. They have to shut the door and go into that darkness and deal with those issues. It's the only way you can reset yourself sometimes, Scorpio. So the light and dark paths to you, okay, are not foreign, and you do feel comfortable with them. But on this occasion, I feel in September, you are going to be walking the light path. Okay, you're going to be walking the light path. So Scorpio, the next card that comes out for you is the Three of Trees, and it's dedication. And again, we've got the light bursting through here. It's just saying to you, it's as though somebody's going to flick on the light switch in September. where you've been in such a dark energy and everything has been really, really, you know, hard going. The sun always shines on the righteous. That's what I wanted to say by looking at that card. The sun always shines on the righteous. Through dedication, okay, determination, the will that you have battled, because I want to say that word, battling, that you have battled through, just know the clearing is coming through. The sun is going to shine and happier days are awaiting you, Scorpio. Because I do know some of you have been doubtful, you have been worrying about a certain situation. It could be a situation where you've been made redundant and you have no idea what path is going to be opening up for you next. But just know you are being directed and guided, and that land gracefully, that card is enough to say, have that positive mindset that things will turn out correctly for you in your favour. Okay, so the next card that comes out, in the labyrinth, we have mystical creatures watching over us that have been observing you within the labyrinth, and this person on your occasion is blood month, and it's sacrifice, offerings and decision. Now this spirit, it's like the spirit of the maze, the path that you are on at the moment, and this energy is coming through, Scorpio, to say you have done all of this. You've sacrificed so much in your lifetime. You have offered so much to others in your lifetime. You have made really hard decisions in your lifetime. Okay, and it's as though this person is a hologram of yourself that you have sacrificed. It's like she's the bride of the labyrinth. She's the bride of your maze. Okay, that has been lost within the maze. Okay, and it's like a haunting. This spirit haunts your maze, and you do sense her because it's part of you. That's why I said she's like a hologram of you, and you call on her sometimes to say, well, how much more do I have to sacrifice of myself? How much more do I have to offer of myself? How many more decisions do I have to make? But in order to free ourselves from the paths that we search and find, okay, then just to know that she is there in a spirit form to support you. Okay, so the blood month here, it's saying in September you may have to offer something to somebody, but by doing so you will get rewarded for that. I feel that there's somebody around you that you feel like you want to help. It could be just by giving them money to help them out of a tricky situation. But by making that decision, okay, of that sacrifice, you will be rewarded yourself. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but I just wanted to put that out there, that coming in September, the blood month card comes around you just to say to you, sometimes, yes, we do have to sacrifice things, our time, our love, our energy, but by doing that, then we will be rewarded. So just to be mindful of that, Scorpio. Now, on this labyrinth, this maze, these paths that you are walking in September, you are greeted by a fairy being. Now, the cards that I'm using for these cards I have not used for 18 months. I bought them 18 months ago and I've never used them because at the time, every time I've gone to use them, they didn't speak to me. But they were literally calling me out of their box this month to say, we want to come and play. We want to give messages to your lovely zodiac signs this month. And the card that came out for you was the bodacious boulder. And he looks quite menacing to look at him. but it actually means good. The bodacious, okay, is an old wise man who likes to fix issues. So he basically steps on your path to remind you, Scorpio, tidy up your loose ends, deal with your own issues, okay? Because if you are lapse and you'll just sit there thinking, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I need to do that, but I'll do it next week, gives him the opportunity to jump in. And although he means well, he can be like a meddlesome Matty, and it can all backfire. Okay, so it's just to say to you, he's jumping out to you on your path and say, look, yeah, I'm here, I'm here to help you, okay? And he means well, but it's just to say that you could have these people around you in this energy going into September who are there, who are saying, yeah, I'll do that for you, okay? And this is where we started when I said Scorpios will be like, oh, I'd rather do it myself situation. But it's saying here that you may have these energies in people around you where they mean to do well for you, but they could meddle in your affairs, and it's just to be mindful of that. You need to be really vigilant of what's going on around you in your environment in September, where you shouldn't leave things to be done later on. You need to be doing and actioning these things yourself, okay? In the majority of things. I'm not saying you can't trust somebody to do something for you, like fetch you something from the shops or something like that, but detailed things of finances, paperwork, in-depth things, letters, correspondence, you need to deal with yourself, okay? So my lovely Scorpios, what I'm going to do now is shuffle one of the numerology cards just to get a number out, because this month the cards had numbers, and I pulled out all the numbers, did all the calculations to see what with your sort of current ongoing reoccurring numbers, and they were 5, 4 and 8. So for the month of September, just be mindful that those numbers could be significant for you, okay? 5, 4 and 8, you could see them out and about. It may be dates that come as dates for you in the future, but just to be know that those numbers mean something to you. So the number that comes out for you is wealth and prosperity, number 26. That's a lovely numerology card to come out for you. So this is what I was saying. You will land gracefully. There is wealth and prosperity. You are being protected, my lovely Scorpios, and you are on the right path as we go through the month of September. So I'm just going to pull a charm out now. I'm just going to pull it out, this little mug I've got this month that's been gifted me by the lovely Haunted Whispers. Thank you again, Melissa, for this. Let's just dig in. Okay, and we have what I call the Perambulator, the pram, the universal pram, okay? Where, let me just put it there a second. It's the universal pram where you are the spiritual baby that the universe is pushing along. You are being pushed now and directed on the right pathway. And it's just to say that you are going to be on the right path in September, where you may have doubts or you may be questioning yourself, okay, worrying about things. This is why you need to revert back to this first card of inner peace, just to say, look, you've come full circle. I want to say full circle as well for some of you. You've come full circle here. Sorry, Scorpio, my phone battery died on me then, so I just had to reset my phone, so it might look a little bit different on the setting. But where I was saying was, but just be aware that you have got this wealth and prosperity card that is coming in around you for the month of September. So basically it's telling you, okay, that you need to master this inner peace. You need to quieten down the chattering of your mind and the worries and the anxiety and the things that you do manifest, because I do feel, whoever I'm picking up with, the Scorpios here, It's just saying that you do worry about things and you do take on a lot of your own responsibilities. Okay, as I said, that old saying of I might as well do it myself, you know, I'll be quicker if I did it myself. You need to start to trust that, to loosen the reins off, to let somebody else have that responsibility. Okay, and that might not sit with you very well, because Scorpios are very it's very hard for a Scorpio to trust somebody else to do a job thorough, because like I say, the old scenario of I might as well do the job myself, and if I do it myself I know the job has been done correctly. But it's saying in the month of September it may be that you may have to just, the situations where it is in other people's hands, so it doesn't matter what happens, the outcome is still going to be the same. It's no use you sitting there worrying about an outcome on something, because it doesn't change a jot. Okay, whatever is meant to be, whatever is fated to be on a situation, that decision, that final conclusion will be as it is. But just know that you are the spiritual baby at the moment that the universe is pushing, and it's railroading you as well, Scorpio, just to be mindful, because I feel that some of you are thinking, I've got no control on this. Okay, I've got no control, I can't see what's going on behind the scenes, and Scorpios hate to be in the dark about certain things. But just know that the first card that came out for you was, okay, land gracefully. Okay, the afterglow of landing gracefully. You've been in all this darkness, okay, and it's just saying this message for September for Scorpios: things will come out in the wash. Things will come out in the wash, okay? And I know you've been having nightmares, hence the blood month card. It's like the hologram of yourself looking at the broken-hearted bride who never got to the altar. You've always had to deal with second best. You've never been loved truly, okay? It's like you've always wanted that 110% commitment of somebody, how you would love somebody, okay? How you imagine and have anchored after that they do really love me. Okay, they really do love me. They would die for me, that kind of love. Okay, and I feel this is something that, this is why I've got the bride of the labyrinth here. It's as though she's your haunting, your spirit. Okay, because you've never ever felt in that kind of relationship where you've had that back. You give it, Scorpio, you give it 110%. Your heart is always given, okay? You don't love lightly. You always love with your full heart. And it's as though you have always been this bride, okay? You've been in that situation. You've worn the dress in a metaphorical sense, where you've felt you've given everything, okay? Hook, line and sinker, because you always fall and you always love 100% with your heart. But I want to say you've never really had that back, okay? You've never received that 110% back like you would give, okay? And it's like this is something that it haunts you. Okay, and that's why I go on the image of that card then for those. It's as though you see yourself in this imagery of, yeah, I'm the bride, I am the girlfriend, the wife, the person, okay, who's absolutely besotted with their partner, and it's the fairy tale, because you know this is what you want, and this is how you want to be feel loved for how you love, if that makes sense, Scorpio. And I just wanted to put that in there before I start to read you my poetry for this month. So let's have a dip in and see what this says. The labyrinth is trying to show you that you have perfected your own maze. Some days you enjoy getting lost with its safety and seclusion it offers you. You work it to your own advantage, yet sometimes you feel disadvantaged by its walls. You decide whether you embark on the light or dark path, depending what you are trying to figure out at that time. You always feel a sense of freedom as you land gracefully from the knowledge you learn, so burns a heart of dedication. Within the labyrinth, you see the bride of sacrifice. You see her because it is a hologram of you, your inner soul that you sacrificed and let go of many times before. Over the years, she has made you become wise and strong, yet she knows she will never be able to mend your broken heart, yet she will always offer you a new path to try. Remember, the labyrinth of life is just a maze we create ourselves. The hedges can grow to what height we allow them to, but we are never alone. You are greeted by the bodacious boulder. Bodacious is an old man who likes to fix things and means well, yet by doing well can sometimes get things wrong. He is there to make sure you tie up your own loose ends this month. And then just to reiterate on the numbers for you, it was 5, 4 and 8 Scorpio to look out for in the month of September. That has some significance. So my lovely Scorps, I hope you can take something from that lovely message for September. If you are new to my channel, any likes, comments, subscribes does help this channel grow and keeps bringing the format out to you month after month, okay? So thank you to my lovely subscribers who are here month in and month out. As I say, I appreciate all of you, and especially the support when I haven't been well over the last couple of weeks as well. So until next time, my lovely Scorpios, I will look forward to reading to you then. Take care. Bye then.